Question, tell me what you think about me.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal and I post health/lifestyle content. I would love if you took time to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. So today y'all, I have a little story time all about my 3-day water fast. And y'all, this was an experience. So before we get into how it went, I want to just tell y'all why I decided to do the water fast. As y'all know, I have been on a weight loss journey and I have been being pretty successful this month. Like so far this month, I was already down 6 pounds, but I really wanted to push myself because over like the weekend before I started it, I had just been binging really badly. Like there's, to me at least, and I don't know if this is gonna make sense, y'all let me know in the comment section if this makes sense to you, but I feel like there's physical hunger and then there's like emotional hunger that binge eaters or emotional eaters can relate to, and oftentimes we can confuse the emotional hunger for actual physical hunger. And I feel like whenever I was binging really bad, it was because I was just emotionally hungry, and that means like either I was bored, I was sad, I was feeling lonely, etc, etc. Like whenever I'm just not 100, I tend to lean towards eating to feel better. And basically I was eating up all my progress that I had made. I had lost 6 pounds for the month of June, but I was eating probably about 10,000 calories a day. I don't think I'm being dramatic, but at least 5,000 calories a day. So all the progress I was making, I was losing because I was putting back on a pound basically per day. So it took me a while to get out of the fog. It did. Like the first day I binged, I was like, oh, it's not that bad. The second day I binged, I was like, ooh, this is kind of a lot. And then the third day I binged, I was like, girl, you're out of control. And I also knew it was bad because y'all know I record this journey for YouTube. So I have been very transparent about when I binge. I have been like recording it, showing y'all, whoop-de-woo. This time I did not want to pick up the camera. I was like, I do not want them to see this. I don't want them, you know, I want to lie. But that's just not, it was like, why am I gonna lie to the internet? What's the point? So I decided to just be transparent and tell y'all now, I didn't record the binges, but the binges were bad. I was eating a lot, and it wasn't even socially because I was at the house. It was just like me eating alone. And I guess I did do some social stuff. Actually, correction, I did go out socially when I was binging, but it was mainly like I went out socially, then I would still come home and eat. It was just a lot. I don't know. So I decided to do the fast to just kind of give myself a mental reset. And as crazy as it sounds, sometimes I think when you're a binge eater, you have to put food into perspective to like, you don't need to eat to feel better. You don't need to eat to fill up whatever your emotional thing is. Like you need to just chill. You eat when you're hungry. And so I decided to do a 3-day water fast, y'all. I was very nervous because I have only fasted once before, and it was like probably 2 to 3 years ago. And it was a 7-day water fast, but that was religious based and like spiritually based because I was just in a season where I needed God to hit me with a direct message. And so that's when I did it, and I made it through that 7-day water fast with no issue. But that is because I was like relying so heavily on, you know, my faith. This fast was very different because it was just me wanting to like get my food consumption into check. So I started the fast on Wednesday, and right now I'm going to insert some before photos. As y'all can see, I am bloated. I have a ton of like, just, I'm at the peak of bloat. My stomach is like poked out extra hard because I was just over consuming food. I literally had got up on the scale, y'all, to like so high. It was past the point of even like probably the highest weight I've been, which is crazy because I was like losing weight. But anyway, the highest weight I had been, it was just bad. So I decided to do a water fast. Day 1 was totally fine, y'all. Absolutely no issues because I had so much of a surplus of food in my body. It was like I didn't really need, you know, to worry about eating because I feel like my body has so much energy to run on, right? So day 1 I was like, okay, no problem, we got this. It's no issue. And it's crazy too because day 1 I had a yeah. Was it day 1 or day 2? I think day 1 I had a training, y'all. So we had to go to an off-site location and they catered lunch. So lunch was completely free. So you know that's tempting. But I just was like, no, I'm good. And I like went into a separate room when it was lunchtime to just drink my water and mind my business. and it was perfectly fine. Then day 2, it was a little bit harder. I definitely was actually physically hungry in the morning, but it wasn't terrible. It was like, oh, I could eat. And another thing I want to mention, y'all, is that I decided to do this without caffeine, which I know is like, a lot of people will use caffeine to kind of help sedate your hunger feelings, I guess you could say. Like, they use that to make sure that like they don't feel as hungry. I decided to do no caffeine, water only, no lemon, no anything, just straight water. So day 2, I definitely was feeling like a physical hunger, but the main thing I noticed is that, y'all, I had to go to a meeting for work, and it was like a 2-hour meeting, and we had found out that some stuff was wrong in the meeting. And y'all, I felt like I felt like so hungry when I left that meeting. And it's crazy because I wasn't just hungry for anything. I was specifically craving Nashville hot chicken from this one spot. Like, that's what was in my head. That's what I wanted. So I just got out of a really stressful meeting, and now I have like the desire to eat. And so I think that's very interesting, and specifically I want to eat fried chicken. And so I don't know why I'm recording this, but basically I'm just trying to think about like the moments that I do get hungry, if it's actual hunger or if it's hunger being triggered by my emotions. And right now it's definitely hunger being triggered by my emotions. It's like the meeting was stressful, I was like frustrated, and I'm like, ugh, what would make me feel good right now? Fried chicken and pecan pie. So this is very interesting. I'm just working through that. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that that's what's happening. And I remember I like wrote that down because I was like, wow, this is an exact sign of when I say that I'm emotionally hungry and not like physically hungry. Because it was like I wanted to eat something unhealthy to make me feel better about how much of a mess the meeting was. Does that make sense? And so I was really interested to process that and to kind of realize like, oh, you're not hungry like you think. You're hungry because you're stressed and you're annoyed. And then I was like, okay, how do I channel these feelings and how do I get them to kind of balance out? You know, does that make sense? I'm saying, does that make sense? Too much, my bad, y'all. Don't mind me. And so that was that. Then the second day when I got home from work, y'all, truthfully, all I did was nap and sleep. I did do a workout. I did like the Chloe Ting workout, which is crazy. But I did that and it went fine. I didn't record or anything, y'all, because it was like very slow movements and nothing too crazy. I did that, and the rest of the day I just like slept and napped. I did not do too much activity at all. And also Thursday at work we had a happy hour, and that's another thing, y'all. One thing about my job is they love to have a function. So we had a happy hour at work, and we had champagne, we had Prosecco, we had beer, we had other wines, we had cakes, we had chocolate covered strawberries, just all this stuff because we were celebrating something. And so I had to just like, I went down there for the conversation, like for the speech, but then as soon as the speech was over, I was like, bye y'all. And ran back to my office because I was like, I cannot be around this temptation. Y'all know I love some champagne. Y'all know I love a sweet. So I was like, I gotta go. And I like dashed out of there. When I got home, like I said, I just worked out. Whatever whoopty-woot was fine. Day 3 is when it got intense, y'all. Day 3 is when it got too real. And one thing I just forgot to mention, this decision was so impulsive. It was literally 4 a.m. on Wednesday when I was like, you know what, you need to do a 72-hour fast. So I started this fast at 4 a.m. on a Wednesday. So I had to go until like Saturday morning basically to be done. So Friday was my last full day. But y'all, I like woke up so low energy. I was supposed to have a hair appointment that morning. I texted my stylist and was like, I'm sorry I got to cancel because I just didn't even have the energy to prepare my hair to get it sewn in. I was like, I just don't got the energy. And so I canceled my hair appointment, and I literally spent Friday all day laying around on the couch, laying in bed, just laying. That's all I did, no energy. On Friday is when I noticed probably the biggest transition in my body. I could clearly see my stomach had went back down from the bloating. And that's definitely when I had kind of like noticed like a big flush of weight. So that was cool, but you know, you got to take the weight loss with the fast with a grain of salt, because it's like it's only a 3-day fast, and if you don't maintain eating healthy, you're not gonna, you know, be able to hold off all this. You're not gonna be able to hold all this weight loss. So it was cool. I did that. Day 3, it was fine. I was low energy still, and I was struggling. Then Saturday was finally the end, y'all. Saturday, that morning, it's crazy too, because that morning I woke up and I did not eat right away because I had stuff to do. So I ended up like just running around and doing whatever. But I did break my fast with just a watermelon, and I should have recorded that, y'all. So much of this I forgot to record, y'all. My bad. I was just trying to make it through. And y'all know I record everything else, so this was like low-key like a little breaky break for me too. But I tried to. I should have recorded it, but I did not. So anyway, I broke my fast with this watermelon and cucumber, and it ended up being great. Now to answer some questions that basically I made up myself because nobody asked me questions. Would I do a fast again? Absolutely. One of y'all put a comment on the community post I did saying that you and your mom do a quarterly fast, and I loved that idea so much, girl. So thank you. I'm gonna definitely steal that from y'all, and we might have to be doing it together. So I will be doing this probably once every 3 months just to do a little reset. I think just overall it's good for your health and like mental clarity and all this other stuff that I'm not even going into because y'all know I do not take good notes for these videos. But I just feel like mentally I was more clear, I slept better, my energy was better, like it just really helped me a lot. So I will absolutely do it again. Another question that I think is pretty common is, you know, do I feel like I'll gain all the weight back? To be honest, y'all, I don't think I'll gain the weight back, but I do think that it is unrealistic for me to think that like I really lost all that weight in 3 days. I think like a lot of it is water weight. So I do think a couple of pounds I'll gain back, but it's fine because I kind of was mentally prepared for that. I really just wanted to get back to my baseline that I had started with the week before. That was ultimately my goal, and I just so happened to like lose a little bit more. But today I am the same size that I was, you know, the same weight. So I feel like it's gonna be fine. I just am not too worried about that for whatever reason. Because, you know, I'm on a weight loss journey. I know, like, it takes grind. Some weeks I lose 1 pound. Some weeks I lose 2 pounds. My main goal at this point is to just not see the scale go the opposite way. Because if you've been here since the beginning, y'all know we have seen plenty of weeks where that scale was going up instead of down. And at this point, my main goal is, like, the scale needs to not go up, period. I need to be consistent in it going down, especially this early on in my journey. There's really no excuse for me to be having weeks where I gain weight. Now, if I say stagnant at some point, that's different, but not losing or gaining weight, it's like there's no excuse for it. So yeah, that's what I'll say about that. And that's really the only questions I can think of. Now I'm gonna insert the results, y'all, and I think I can see a difference in my body. I definitely feel like, you know, I know the scale went down, but I feel good about it. I'm really excited to just push the rest of the month, y'all. I am ending June with 10 pounds down. That's what's happening. I have a couple of days left to get it done, so I'm pushing myself. I'm cleaning up that diet, which y'all know is a struggle for me. You know, your girl loves to treat herself. But I'm cleaning up that diet to get to where I want to be, so I am doing what I need to do. Yeah, now also, y'all, I want to mention before I end this video that I was thinking about doing a Q&A, like a personal Q&A, so y'all can get to know me. Let me know if y'all will be into that or not. I think it could be interesting just because I haven't really shared much about my life as far as like answering y'all's questions. I just kind of started posting, but I think it would be cool. Let me know. As usual, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I am so excited to continue to post content for y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. Love you, bye.
Question, tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings. Only ring your celly when I'm feeling lonely.